Hi everybody, it's Kathy here from Kathy Loves Scrap, and I'm coming to you from the land down under, and we are hopping along with the girls from the lands down under. That's correct, I'm from Australia here, the flag with the white stars, and then the other girls are from New Zealand, the flag with the red stars. The group of us get together to share with you a little bit of what it's like to live down under the equator. And this month it's August and we're doing winter or snow. So I personally have never seen snow, so a lot of my layouts won't have snow. They'll just be about winter here in Australia. And in particular, I like to take the sunsets and the sunrises at this time because it really does show what it's like here in Australia during these cold months. So I've collected together a whole lot of little bits and pieces that I'm going to put onto this layout, and I have fussy cut most of them out ready to go. I have also done the title, which it's called Winter Sunset. As I said, I like to do that. Now these two photos I took when I was at a Primary Principals Council conference, and you can just see through the trees there the fog starting to roll in at the night sunset, and you can see all the trees are bare for winter and the colours of our sunsets here in Australia. This is taken out at Windsor, and it was just the beginning of winter, so it was just starting to get the cool evenings happening. I'm using a whole range of different pieces of paper. This one here is from Unmistakable Creations, and then I've got some cheesecloth, which I actually don't end up using on this layout. I have taken bits and pieces that are all colour matched that I've been using on layouts lately, and I'm trying to use them up. And I have this old basic grey base that I'm going to use, and it's nice and rustic looking and fits the colours beautifully for those photos. So I'm just going to cut off that branding strip. And then each of the 5 different papers that I have collected off my desk, I'm going to cut a 2-inch strip, which I then trim down to 10 inches. Now I do use that branding strip there because it has a quote, and I want that on the actual layout. I'm just cutting out the 2 inches off the end, and from there I'm going to cut circles, and that's because I'm going to use them as a feature at the edge of the page. I have my Creative Memories circle cutter, which I love. It's a circle punch, and I'm cutting out the 5 larger circles, and then they just marry together with these inner circles. I'm using the aged mahogany here to ink all of the edges of my layout, just to finish off the edges so that the papers don't just butt together without any connection. I like having that masking there. It lifts it off the page and allows the papers to join together nicely. And aged mahogany is turning to be one of those colours that it's becoming one of my go-tos now, which is very strange because it used to always be gathered twigs, and now I'm finding that I'm using scorched timber and aged mahogany a lot more, whether that's the papers or just the fact that they just blend better. I have double mounted those, as I said, and what I'm doing here is I'm measuring off where I want these circles to sit at the edge, and I'm not going to do it to all of them. I'm just going to do it to the heavily patterned papers, and the 2 lighter shades I'm going to keep as solids. It's just to create a visual effect on the layout so that I can add interest to the side. And I do love a circle on a layout. I've always been very fond of circles. I'm just trimming off the edges to make it a smooth transition, like it's sliding into a lock. And I did use my T-square there to line that up, but it's actually not that particularly, it's a bit of an optical illusion that it doesn't look like it's straight at the top, but it really is. I think that's just because of all the patterns on patterns. Then you can see that I have those 3 circles on the side, and those ones I will pop up so that it gives that shadow, and it gives that like a slide lock into a bolt. So I actually like that effect, and it's just that little bit extra dimension to the layout. And these other ones I'm just keeping down flat. So now I've got the base of my page ready. I'm going to use this Scrapper Sketch stencil. They are really very good. Lisa has created some very good ones. If you are interested, you can go to Scrapper Sketch and use my code Kathy Loves to Scrap 10 at checkout to get a discount on the stencils, and they are quite good to use. You can use them with all mixed media. I have used them with lots of different mixed media, and I love the arrows. The arrows are very effective just to build directionality in the page. I don't know why I chose arrows for this one. It just seemed right. And so I've just adding in a few, and as you can see, I will go back and add a bit more in once the photos are down. So as you can see by these photos, all the colours of the papers are actually mirroring those images, and what at first you think won't go together actually tie together nicely. So I'm going to do these photos not straight on but as an angle. I think that adds a little bit of extra eye movement and eye pleasure. I'm putting in my title, which is called Winter Sunset. Not very original but perfect anyway. I'm just going to tuck in some pieces, and I've been watching a lot of the girls on videos on YouTube, and I never ever actually knew what to do with the labels, and I've been watching them and they use them all the time as tuck-in pieces and journaling spots, and so I thought I'd give them a go a bit more because I've always collected them on the side and not actually utilised them. So I actually think they need to become a bit more of a feature, and as you can see, they lend themselves perfectly to journaling, which is great. So I'll watch out for more of those on my layouts in the future. I added in that branding strip, as I said. It says, "We are all wanderers of the earth, our hearts filled with wonder, and I think something about dreams, and your heart, and you realise your dreams or something." What does it say? "And our souls deep with dreams." So there you can see that one there. It's a good quote because I do like to wander, and I do like to take photos of obscure things. I used to have thousands and thousands. Now my son just says, "Mum, just grab them. You like them? Make a photo album just for you." And that's exactly what I'm doing with these type layouts. So here it is. There's the little postcard and a ticket and a camera tucked into the corners there. You can see that quote with the journaling down in that corner, and the title is another cluster area on the layout, and you can see the effect of that circle down the side. It's just a visual interest for the eye. I'm Kathy from Kathy Loves Scrap. Check out all the girls who are playing along on the Scrap Hop Along with the Girls Down Under. The playlist is linked down below. They have great ideas, and I'm sure you'll get to see some snow from some of those girls. Leave me a comment. Don't forget to give me a like. It lets YouTube know that my content is what you're wanting to see. I appreciate every single one of you. I'm Kathy Loves Scrap. Find me on all my socials under that name. Thanks again for watching. Happy scrapping. Until next week.